Hello guys, welcome to Indian Geek Society. I'm Nona Prince. With me is Harnit and
Hello.
joined by Varun. And today
Hello.
I've got these two to talk about WandaVision. I think this will be a last WandaVision video, hopefully. If not, there'll be more. No worries.
If
So
we
do
have
like, share,
WandaVision too.
subscribe. So today the point is Agatha. What went wrong with her and what went wrong with WandaVision? Honestly, from the moment I finished finale, the reaction is on. Sorry, the reaction is out on the channel. You can watch it. We had a live discussion on this, and the more I'm reading about the show, the more I'm watching other reviews and other podcasts about it. It's just becoming worse for me. And I think the biggest thing I ever complain is the Agatha's character, Agatha the Harkness or Agnes. I think the whole point of the show, again, I think the writers have said this, that the main villain is grief of Wanda. Okay, the whole point after watching the show, I'm like, okay, the whole point was they wanted to make Wanda Maximoff Scarlet Witch. How do you make her that? So we'll introduce a throw of one of villain who will because of her she'll learn what magic is, and she's a witch and she'll transform in that. That's the whole point. Agatha has nothing else to do. First of all, why she's a bad? I've written down my points. You can counter argue it, but my point is, first of all, there is no connection or parallels between Agatha and Wanda. I thought in episode where Sparky dies and she's trying to bring ask her to how she brought dead people to life. I thought there is a emotional connect with her, that someone of what she loves, so someone died, and that's why she want Wanda to get expose her truth about this and use it to bring that person back to life, which is a parallel Monica has, that her mother died and she couldn't even say goodbye to her. That never came into existence. She just, there's a dialogue, oh, I have also lost people, I would have done the same thing, that's it, bye bye, just two lines. Then Agatha has no connection with her like that. There's no grief that she also going through. See, that's what we have seen. Black Panther, both are having the same powers, have similar emotional arcs, so they conflict. Iron Man 1 was like that. We have, like, even Man of Steel for that matter. So a villain works very well when there's a parallel between them, a emotional arc connection between the hero and the villain. Here there's nothing like that. Agatha just want the power, that's it, and she's, sorry again, and she's only there to get Wanda to learn about witchcraft and become a Scarlet Witch. That's it, that's the whole point of her. And I think that's just plain bad. As I said, as much I'm reading and watching and thinking about the show, it's becoming worse and worse. Again, I have said that before, the whole Wanda grief and the vision and the kids, it all works fine. Other than that, everything's crap or a mess, you want to call it. What are
I
your thoughts
think
on this?
so. Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think the basic point was of the entire in terms of the overall MCU, the whole point of this show, like what it adds to the MCU, is about Wanda becoming Scarlet Witch, learning about what is it called, chaos magic and the dark hole and all that,
Yeah.
and that in turn will be used later on in the larger machine of the MCU. So yeah, in that sense, I think I definitely agree that they, like, this Agatha was used as a throwaway villain. There was not really anything, any backstory or anything to her. And same was with that other guy. I like he was
Oh
even worse
man,
than
let's not
this.
even talk about that guy, Howard.
Yeah. So Howard, yeah. So like that was even worse than this. But I think I feel like, yeah, I like how you are saying that as you are reading more and more, I think, like, I've been reading a lot. I've been watching all, like, related stuff and all that, and I think for me, I like, yeah, what I'm mainly understanding is that definitely, like, the finale was very rushed, and not only rushed, but I think they did not really stick the landing very well. There was a lot that could have been improved, and yeah, overall the side characters and all the side plots were very, like, badly written.
Yeah.
But I also feel in some ways, I think the week to week dropping of the episode is also there, because I think, like, imagine if all the 8 episodes had dropped at once, we would have binged. By the time we would have reached 5th episode and seen the, what is it called, the Quicksilver sort of reveal, and then we would have suddenly, you know, of course, watched the rest of the episode, and then we would have understood that, okay, oh, like it's fake and all of that would have happened in just a matter of 1 or 2 days max. And I think a lot of these theories at that point, we wouldn't have really, you know, given that much of time to them, or had them, you know, had those ideas grow in our mind, like, okay, who is Agatha trying to revive, you know, maybe it's Mephisto, maybe it's someone else and all that. So I feel like, and this is also something that is in my mind right now, as, you know, we are going to get Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that I'm pretty sure around 2 or 3 weeks, once like Falcon and the Winter Soldier starts and 2 or 3 episodes in, we are again going to be in that same loop of, you know, there'll be memes coming, there'll be like characters
Fan
that,
theories.
oh, next episode will have this or that and all that. So, that is like the con of having a weekly format for episodes. But like,
Con for the
we
audience,
also know what
right?
are the pros.
I agree with Varun on this. Like, I have talked about this a lot of times. Like, my take on this is a bit of both. Like, I agree with you on some points, and I totally agree with Varun on this thing. Like, if this would have been a movie, and we would not have a lot of theories. Like, when we make theories is the end of a show or a movie, like end of it, right? But in this case, we were making theories at the end of every episode, and when those theories didn't pan out, there was frustration. And yes, the finale was not good, and it added to that frustration, you know. Our frustration of not being right all the time added to the frustration of, like, there were, because of the pandemic, the show could not end properly, and both those frustration added together, and we are like this show is not good at this point of time. Anything I'm reading is giving it like 6 stars or 6.5 stars, and I don't agree with that kind of, you know, mindset. What I am taking this show is at its face value. You know, I agree that Agatha had no backstory apart from her being a witch from the Salem era. Harlem, you know, Salem witch trials, and we have read a lot about that. We have seen some movies about that as well. But, you know, just getting her as a witch from there, and nothing till WandaVision, nothing after Endgame. She will get these feelings for a lot of new characters. Like, where were they? You know, they have been here for a while now. They have been here for hundreds of years, and we have not seen them. We are going to get this feeling. We have to, I'm not saying we should get used to it, but, you know, we have to accept it. Like, there will be some characters which will feel like this, and I'm okay with that. Apart from being that, there are a lot of open threads in this show, mainly because of the pandemic, but also because they wanted some open threads. So they don't know what they want to do with White Vision, so they just sent it away. Like, how can they explain, you know, they might bring him 5 years later or 6 years later even. Why to do a DCU thing, like, yes, we want to do this thing, and it will never pan out. Like, what if some other director comes out and he wants, like, no, I want to explore some different kind of a story. You know, open threads are helpful in a way when you don't know what to do with that character, but you are open with it. Like, we can do anything with it. Like, we'll get Jimmy Woo in Ant-Man 3. I'm sure about it. There is no question. And if they don't give us with Jimmy Woo in Ant-Man 3, I'll not even watch Ant-Man 3, and I'll give it the worst rating of all time. You know, just because of Jimmy Woo. I am saying it's not fair, but you know, Jimmy Woo was a lovable character. Like, with Monica Rambeau, as you said, there was no emotional connect just apart from those 2 lines. I'm like, they didn't even need to bring her in the show. They did it just because they wanted to give her powers somehow. We don't want to go into Captain Marvel 2 and suddenly she has powers, and they give us flashbacks of that character. Now we know she has powers, and we'll accept it when it comes in the movie, you know.
But you know, what my point is that we are because of fan theories, people are not enjoying it. You know, the fans themselves hyped it up and all of that. But apart from that, there's flaw with the storytelling, with the writing of the show. You know, it's not. My problem is that it's not that of a great show. You know, we think, because they added sitcom and they added there's fundamental issues with the show, you know, with the character writing.
It's not a 9 or 10 rating or even 8 rating show, but it's not like 6 rating show even.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we have to.
Yeah.
I just want to say, like I told this before, like these shows are not as important as the movies of the MCU. They are just side quest, as we discussed.
Yeah.
In the set side quest, I mean, like for Iron Man, we got 3 movies over the span of 10 years. You know, and we got to experience his life, his love life, his personal life, his professional life, his friends,
Yeah.
and him being a mentor and all those things. You know, we can't have all those things with Wanda. Like we can't give her 5 years to explore her character in like 2 movies. You
Yeah.
know? We need some kind of a connection for the huge, you know, the fans, for the fans like who have watched all the 23 movies until now.
Yeah.
We need something for them, and then we need a movie for people who haven't watched the 3 phases of the MCU. You know.
Yeah.
So this is kind of a connective tissue with the 3 phases of the movie, 3 phases of the MCU, and the next phase that is going to come. So I am taking it as that. I'm not taking it like I don't even want to give it a rating right now. I just want like what will happen because of what are the repercussions of this show. You know,
Yeah.
even with the Winter Soldier show, I am sure about it. Like as Varun said, there will be a lot of fan theories about the villains and all the stuff. What they're trying to do is they don't have a proper anti-hero in the MCU right now. You know, there was Bucky, but he was on ice all the time, and then he got dusted, and now he's back. So we have a anti-hero in that sense. Like
I don't think anymore.
no, I don't think he'll be like as good as Captain America or as moral as Captain America. He'll be okay to kill people if he wants. Not people,
Let's
just
see, let's
the
see.
villains. You know, he'll be ready to execute villains. And they wanted somebody else to be in that sense also. Like we have a sorcerer,
Yeah.
like Doctor Strange. He's a moral, high-grown person.
Yeah.
And we have another magic user, and we don't want her to be a female version of Doctor Strange. You know, we
Yeah.
wanted her to be a more of a selfish, self-centered kind of a person who will do anything to bury her grief. You know,
Yeah.
everybody's right. Like they wanted to build a show around grief and then make Wanda a kind of anti-hero.
I think in a Marvel MCU mythos, it like for fans, it was great to explore this side quest and watch it. There's no denial to that. They did a lot of good things, and nothing to take away from that. I think, but for me, I think it's just that
Yeah, as a show,
I'll not let it go because
yeah,
it's Marvel.
no, I agree.
If
As
I'm-
a show is not good.
Yeah,
It's
if
not-
I'm
I mean, no one is letting go. That's what
Yeah.
the thing is. I think this, like for me, this was mainly like it felt a lot like a Phase 1 film. Where like I think even in Phase 1 films, like all of the Phase 1 films, if you see,
Yeah.
most of them were like they explored this one aspect of the character very well, and rest of it was like bad, like terrible. And at that point, they did not even they did not have like big directors with big names behind it. I think
what they did
probably
is
Jon Favreau
instead
was
of-
the most famous one, but
Yeah. So
Yeah,
instead of going about the ending and the finale and the conclusion of the show, what they focused more on was the sitcom era.
Yeah.
You know, even the director, we have read about him that he has been in the 80s show and
Yeah.
he's a big fan of MCU. So the amalgamation of both was very new to him as well.
Even we were watching the making, right?
Yeah. So we watched the making of WandaVision.
oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
what they focused more, even the production value, the sets,
Crowd,
and the
live
script,
audience, yeah.
Yeah.
they focused more on the 80s
Yeah.
era, 70s
I think
era,
all
60s
the
era.
Marvel stuff is what is loose.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
something we all have
Actually.
problem with. I think other than that, it's all worked out.
The one thing you said that Catherine Hahn was a one-off villain, I don't agree with that. I think she is going to
Yeah,
come
I
back in
think
some sense.
See, she may come. See, the point is, she may come back, but when she was like her use of her in the story, the way it is
Yeah,
used,
yeah.
it is just
That
for
was poor.
to Wanda to learn about magic. That's it.
You know, if we put ourselves in her shoes,
So that's what
as
like you can say that about all the Phase 1 and Phase 2
yeah,
villains.
yeah, we can
Actually,
you know,
like in
every
Marvel,
Phase
that's
1
the
movie
thing.
has been
That's
like
the
that.
thing where they always fall, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, in every new character movie, whenever a new character has been introduced to us, the villain is just a evil version of that character. Even if you go with Iron Man,
Yeah.
Iron Monger was there.
Yeah.
Black
Even
Panther.
like even in like DC also, like Man of Steel, you said, even
Yeah.
Shazam recently,
Yeah.
Aquaman 2,
You
all
know,
those.
that is not because of they don't have new characters or interesting characters. They just want to deal with the fact that what if this person didn't become good, he become bad, what would happen then?
Counterpart,
You know, they wanted
positive,
to explore
negative,
that
yeah.
kind of a road with that character.
I think that's what, because it works, right? Like, because you want to set up your hero very well, and you give and put a
You will
equal
show him
and
a mirror, that's
equal
it.
and negative
Yeah.
force, and how it happens. So
Yeah, yeah.
I think it works. That's the thing.
So Catherine Hahn, what I have understood from the show is, like, she didn't know that Wanda is Scarlet Witch in the starting. She just knows that she is a powerful entity who has created a simultaneous magic spells around a town and
Yeah.
enslaved a lot of people. And
Yeah.
she said like her spells are on automation, like even at the end of the Westview.
Yeah.
So she knows that something is going on, but she doesn't know. Even like if imagine if she would have known that she is Scarlet Witch, would she have like battled with her, or would she have like?
But she knew,
messed with
like,
her?
she didn't, like, she hasn't become that. She has not taken that power.
Yeah.
But when, she becomes Scarlet Witch, she's like, no, what you're doing now. Like,
You know,
she knew that she can attack her.
what
And,
our problem is when she becomes Scarlet Witch, the fight is just one-sided. You know, she's
Also-
all too powerful.
also,
So I
like,
think she
when,
was telling her that like, why are you even like, you have all this power, just give it to me.
Yeah, you are
don't
not
need to
doing-
bother
you are
with
not
it. You
even
can live
anything.
in this world. Like,
Yeah.
she knows that Scarlet Witch is so powerful that even if she gets a lot of power from her, she can still like live in that bubble or in that.
I
X or
was reading
whatever.
something. I
So,
was reading
yeah.
an article. Someone was saying like, why is this villain talking too much? And I'm like, because she knows that she can't win in a one-to-one fight with Wanda. She knows that. She is tricking her mind because she knows she is in grief. She
Yeah.
has lost everyone, and she went on her journey. Like, she lost her parents, she lost her home, then she lost her brother, then she lost Vision, and all those things. And there is a moment when Agatha's like, yes, she has lost a lot of things. And I was feeling genuine when she was like, she was lying, like, I can't fix this.
like,
She
there
said
was
that I will
there
fix
was
this,
a
and then
scene,
she said
when
I was lying.
there was a scene when she sheds a tear.
Yeah.
It,
I
like,
think-
it's
I
like
thought
she's
that was
acting.
genuine.
She's acting, but it doesn't feel like,
Yeah.
because she was not showing off it to Wanda.
Yeah.
She was in the back and she just did that.
Yeah.
And she said, so to tackle your grief, you joined Hydra kind of a place, and
Yeah.
and she's like,
Yeah.
oh, she's like, she thinks it's
understands,
immoral
basically.
and kind of a thing. Yeah. So I think that got never, like, once she got in a costume, she was just I'll kill you, magic.
Yeah.
That all the depth I wish she had was gone.
She was a manipulative being,
Yeah.
a manipulative witch. She knows she can't win, so she tries to play her grief to a point like, I'll give you what you want, I'll give you a normal life if you give me your power.
Yeah.
And for a split second, Wanda is like, should I do that? And then she's like, no. And she plays through her game and then defeats her through that game. Because Agatha at that point is like, she is giving me her power. Like, she is, losing her skin, and she is destroying herself, and she's okay with that. She doesn't see that she's casting runes and anything, and she's enjoying it. She's getting the power, she's enjoying it. And when the reveal comes, like, she has casted the runes, and then I'm like what? I don't want this to end like this. Playing the trick on the
Yeah.
playing the villain's trick on themselves, and this is an old trick, and don't want MCU to do these kind of silly things. And silliness just started from there.
Yeah.
As you said, and I totally agree with that. Silliness just started from that moment when it was revealed that she has casted the runes, and now she's taking the power back, and then it was all downhill from there. All the characters, all the writing, it was like a rushed ending, similar to Game of Thrones.
I don't understand what, like, how did she turn? What happened that she turned? So now she's Scarlet Witch, and before she wasn't. Like, I didn't
I
understand
mean,
what really
she
happened.
was
there.
always like the Scarlet Witch. It's more like that scene was like her embracing her true powers, and it's like like sorcerers and everyone, they have designated costume and something that belongs to them, which they can like anytime call on them. Like you have
Yeah.
seen,
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah, Doctor Strange
Infinity
as
War or
well.
something.
Yeah.
yeah, like as soon as Hulk crashes in, he suddenly like he calls the cape comes in itself, but the costume just appears on him. So that is like the true Scarlet Witch costume, which probably like it comes on when the Scarlet Witch actual has accepted that they are Scarlet Witch, or they have commanded it to come like that.
You know what this
So,
show wanted to
yeah.
do was, what they actually wanted to do was bring out everything, like it's an introduction to everything we are going to do. This show's ending
Yeah.
was an introduction.
Phase 1.
Like it was the phase 1 of phase 4, like we are going to
Yeah.
go to Doctor Strange as well. There's a post-credit scene with Doctor Strange.
Captain
They wanted to do
Marvel
it,
too, yeah.
but he was stuck in New Zealand, and New Zealand has very strict laws with COVID-19.
But I think recently Benedict Cumberbatch had an interview and the guy asked, about the cameo, and I think he didn't reveal anything. He just, talking about, oh yeah, it would have been great, but things don't work out. And I just, like the whole point of the video was kind of a clickbaity, but because he didn't answer
We are
much.
going to get Darcy also in Thor 4.
Let's see.
Yeah,
We are.
I think so.
So, what if these were all new characters? What would happen then? There will be no open threads then, What happened with Darcy? We are caring about that character just because we have seen her before.
Yeah.
If there was a new character who is looking at the TV and noting down all the things, if it would have been a new character, we wouldn't care why didn't she get more time, why didn't she get more screen time in the finale. We are caring about it because we care about those characters because of the show, because what they have been doing all long,
Yeah.
being interested in Wanda and all those things. If Jimmy was not there, if there would have been a new FBI officer, we wouldn't care what his ending was.
Yeah. That's true.
It's just because we care about those characters, and then we are like, these are open threads. These are not open threads. It's just a small cameo for those characters. I am looking at it that way. But yes, Agatha Harkness was not a good villain. This was not a great show, but it was good enough for me to like accept it. Like, yeah, they can do such thing, and sometimes people will.
I think
not
as Varun said, like it's a phase 1 starting of it.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Marvel. That's it. So, guys, I think that's it.
don't patronize everyone like it's Marvel, so let it be. It's like
That's my whole point, like I talk about, on my channel too, about a lot of things which go wrong. So my point was, okay, I have to talk about this, it just because it's Marvel or superhero, I'll not let it go. That's the whole point of the video. So that was my point.
why don't
I just
we
want
get-
to talk that
why don't we
talk about
let
it.
DC get away with anything?
We don't like.
Yeah, why don't we? Because they have not done anything that superior to that level. Like we can slide some things off.
Even
why we
the
give
CW
Marvel this
shows,
thing
right?
is-
Even we have talked about on the channel, like the Flash. It last episode was good, but it has not been good.
Yeah.
There are a lot of problem with, like, we have talked about that, and I just wanted to
when
talk
you
about
achieve
WandaVision
something,
too.
when you achieve something like 3 phases, 23 years of movie making, combining everything, and yes, there will be a bit of loose threads, a bit of
No, but
some
I'm
things.
looking at it as a show, right? Like as a show, I have problems.
As
with
a show,
it,
it
right?
doesn't make sense. If you
No, but-
don't know the Marvel
See,
context, it
my
will never
point
make
is,
sense.
My point is, I'm spending time weekly watching the show, right? We also
So
reacting
that
to
is
it.
that
like
is the
editing
point
out.
that Varun said. If you watch it weekly and explore every line of dialogue like we do, we'll be disappointed with everything that comes out.
But no, see, that's my point is, I'm not saying the fan theories. I'm not even talking about, Pietro and all. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the bad writing of the villain and the bad
Yeah, I
writing
agree
of the
with that.
supporting
Yeah,
character.
I
That's
agree
what I'm
with
talking
that.
about.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
The villain was bad. That's it. We know that the villain was bad.
Okay, guys, I think that's it. It's already 25 minutes of. We were supposed to talk about 5 minutes. All right. So, guys, I think that was our thoughts. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and yeah.
Until and unless Marvel makes a mess out of something,
they'll not.
like Martha kind of a mess, that level of mess, I'll never be like, I have invested my 20 years in these movies. That time, if I'd studied all that time, I would have been an IS officer right now. I have invested a lot of time, and just because of, I'm not saying I'm going to let them get away with it. It's not going to be in my top 20 even. This show is not going to be there. I have a lot of movies that I like. I have a lot of, have you seen that cut of some things like Iron Man 3. There was a cut after which what we call that
One shots.
one shots.
One
Have you seen the one shots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
they themselves are amazing.
Yeah.
You know why? Because they are not episodes. That is just one 15-minute or a 10 minutes
Yeah.
add on to the movies.
Yeah.
That kind of things are good because they don't give you a lot of things to talk about,
Yeah.
a lot of theories. We have a lot of theories, like we have 7. In this, we have 9 one shots, I think. And
See, I
that
think
is-
it's not fair to compare it with movie because movie,
Yeah.
it's the storytelling is very different.
So I think it's going to get better. My
yeah,
hope is
definitely.
every show that comes
Yeah,
out
that's what-
after the previous one, it will get better.
I think
and-
they'll definitely, you don't learn until you do it. So once
Yeah.
they made a show, they understood, okay, if we try to, just we cannot be careless with the writing.
Yeah.
That it hints something and we don't,
I'll-
follow up on it.
I'll give you an example. Have you seen the Thor 2 movie? I think a lot of people have
I
not seen
haven't
that.
seen.
So there is a post-credit scene in that where the Asgardians give the Ether, the reality stone, to that guy. What's his name? The Collector.
The Collector.
And it didn't make sense at that point. Like, why would they give it? In the story's perspective, it didn't make sense. And but they addressed that in the movies. In the Endgame movie, they addressed it. In the Infinity War movie, they addressed it. Like, why?
Why?
Did you not see that? Why they were talking about? It's Thor says that the reality stone is safe with Collector and the Guardians of the Galaxy when they have picked him in the space.
Yeah.
You remember that scene?
No, but why?
They said that it's a kind of a reverse thinking move, reverse psychology move. Like it's the worst place to keep Infinity Stone.
Oh,
And
yeah,
that's
that
why they
was
kept
like
it.
a joke sort of thing.
Yeah, they made it a joke. They made it a joke out of it, and I think there will be a lot of jokes coming out from this show. Even though
Let's
Rhodey
see.
made a joke about Cap, why didn't you just jump out of the plane when you were landing it in the ice? He asked Captain America that in the
When?
Avengers Endgame. Have you not watched MCU? What
I
is with
have,
you?
but no, I don't. Did he?
Yeah, he asked him like,
Yeah,
why didn't you
just jump out
why
of
didn't you just jump out of the plane when you put it in the ice?
What did he say?
There was this was the
He
only
gives
way.
a face, I think.
I
He just
never.
like makes a...
It
When
was
did
the
that
only
happen?
way.
Or wait, I think... No, I don't think it was in Endgame. I think it was in Avengers 2 or something.
No.
Yeah, I think it was
It
in
was
the
in
party
Endgame.
scene.
It was a cut scene. I saw on YouTube.
So, what is this? I didn't see any cutscene, so I don't know.
Why? There were a lot of.
I've
good
not
cut
seen
scenes.
it. What?
So there is a good joke out of it. Like Rhodey is so sassy at that point of time with Captain America. Like
Yeah.
I saved a lot of lives. Oh, he's doing like that. So they are good at making jokes out of their own failures.
Yeah.
And I think this is going to be one of those cases.
Let's see. It's not a failure. It's not a failure, but it's like calling Iron Man a failure. I don't think it's that. So
Yeah,
guys,
I think they
yeah.
tried some stuff, but yeah,
Like
a lot
Hayward
of it, in
characters,
fact, did not
I
work.
didn't
Yeah.
know the motivation behind the Hayward.
I love this dialogue when he said, I spent 5 years with hopelessness and all. Like I thought, okay, we are getting depth with him, but it just
No, it
just
didn't
ruined
pan
it.
out.
Yeah, it didn't pan. That's the problem, right?
See, that character
Yeah.
is the example of the worst kind of writing you can do about a character.
See, that is
an
worse, so worse that
I
I
think
don't even
even
mention it.
even Pietro also is.
He
actually, like,
he is
very
the
bad
he is
writing.
the kind of Justice League of MCU. That character, the Hayward character, is the
Okay.
Justice League of
I don't
MCU.
think it's that bad.
He's that bad, dude. There is nothing to him. He's just doing anything out of anywhere. Like he has lost hundreds of men just because Wanda expanded the hex. And he's like, okay, I'll do something new. I'll again park my car
I'll bring
outside
in
the hex.
White Vision.
What the hell? You just lost a lot of. What if she expands again? You'll lose 100 more people then.
And I don't understand how did they get that drone, because it was like they had no time, right? They just ran away. So who carried that that drone which had Wanda's magic on? Like okay.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let it be.
Let's
If
Yeah.
we deep, if we dive more deep, there will be more problems.
yeah, that's
there
I think
are
that's
no solutions
what,
that will come.
That was happening with me, right? The more I'm listening to podcasts and reviews and all of this, the more issues are coming out. So okay, that was the video, guys. That's what I wanted to say, and we all discussed about it. So Thank you for watching again. Like, share, subscribe for the second time, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye bye.
Bye.
Oh, what was that?